Hollywood is no stranger to reinvention, but lately the script has flipped in a way no one saw coming. The once unshakable pillars of fame and fortune are crumbling under the weight of public scrutiny, and even the biggest stars aren't immune. Among them is George Clooney, a name that once symbolized effortless charm and box office gold. Now it's at the center of one of the most talked about career nosedives in recent memory. This isn't just another tale of celebrity mishaps, it's a reflection of an entertainment industry facing a reckoning. And as Clooney's career hits roadblock after roadblock, his story offers a front row seat to the shifting dynamics of Hollywood power. Here we are, mere weeks away from 2025, and the entertainment industry is grappling with some serious turbulence. Public sentiment has shifted, and audiences are no longer content to let A-listers waltz away from controversies unscathed. At the epicenter of this cinematic earthquake, none other than George Clooney, the silver-haired charmer whose career is currently resembling a slow-motion train wreck. But before we continue with this whole drama, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the latest news surrounding Hollywood. Clooney, once the epitome of Hollywood cool, is facing more backlash than a poorly reviewed blockbuster.
Clooney threw his star power behind Kamala Harris, hoping to help the Democrat hold on to the White House. But with Donald Trump winning the election, some Democrats are pointing fingers, blaming Clooney for tipping the scales against Harris. Feeling betrayed and disheartened, the Ocean's 11 actor is now stepping away from politics.
The trouble began with a political ad so divisive, it made people forget about his charm and focus squarely on his missteps. That ad wasn't just a pebble in the pond, it was a cannonball, creating ripples that have grown into tidal waves.
Come on, boys. Let's make America great again. It's your turn, buddy.
Before you cast your vote in this election, think about how it'll impact the people you care about the most.
Daddy!
Remember, you can vote any way you want, and no one will ever know.
Do your patriotic duty.
You bet I did, brother.
What happens in the booth stays in the booth. Vote Harris Walls.
What's worse, this isn't just some fleeting internet outrage. It's sustained, loud, and coming for Clooney's career like a relentless tabloid headline. Let's get to the juicy part, the studios. These former allies of Clooney's are now treating him like that one ex you ghosted but still awkwardly run into at Starbucks. Warner Brothers, the studio behind the beloved Ocean's franchise, has reportedly put the kibosh on Ocean's 14. Danny Ocean's next heist isn't robbing a casino. It's apparently trying to find someone who'll greenlight his movie. Warner Brothers CEO David Zaslav allegedly decided Clooney's drama wasn't worth the risk. And that decision wasn't made lightly. Legendary Pictures has also stepped away from Clooney's latest crime drama pitch, a move that has insiders whispering about just how radioactive he's become.
The person who should be applauded is the president who did the most selfless thing that anybody's done since George Washington. And that's true. And so anybody, all the machinations that got us there, that's all, none of that's going to be remembered. And it shouldn't be. What should be remembered is the selfless act of someone who, you know, it's very hard to let go of power. You know, we know that. We've seen it, you know, all around the world. And for someone to say, I think there's a better way forward, that's all the credit goes to him.
Even Paramount, known for big swings, has unceremoniously dropped him from an animated voiceover project. When Hollywood won't even let you talk into a microphone, things are dire. But Clooney isn't going down without a fight. Behind the scenes, he's reportedly been in heated debates with studio execs, defending himself, and even taking up the mantle for other embattled stars like Robert De Niro. De Niro, another titan of the industry, has also been feeling the cold shoulder of Hollywood after his own controversies.
I don't mean to scare you. No, wait, maybe I do mean to scare you. If Trump returns to the White House, you can kiss these freedoms goodbye that we all take for granted. And elections, forget about it. That's over. That's done. If he gets in, I can tell you right now, he will never leave. He will never leave. You know that. He will never leave. What does that mean? Is that the country we want to live in? Do we want him running this country and saying, I'm not leaving, I'm dictator for life?
Clooney, ever the loyal friend, has gone full Perry Mason, arguing that the studios are being unjust. Sadly, it seems like his courtroom speeches are falling on deaf ears. Clooney's troubles don't end with his own career. He's also rallying behind his Ocean's co-star and longtime friend, Julia Roberts, who's caught in the same PR whirlpool after participating in that ill-fated commercial.
Your turn, honey.
In the one place in America where women still have a right to choose, you can vote any way you want. And no one will ever know.
Did you make the right choice?
Sure did, honey.
Remember, what happens in the booth stays in the booth. Vote Harris Walls.
Roberts, much like Clooney, has found her once wide array of projects dwindling faster than the runtime of a bad rom-com. Major studios are reportedly hitting pause, or outright stop, on projects involving her. It's a Hollywood duo no one expected. Clooney and Roberts united in controversy. So what's Clooney's next move? Well, insiders say he's pivoting to smaller independent projects. Think low-budget productions by niche studios, more art house indie than blockbuster smash. It's a stark contrast to the Clooney of just a few years ago when studios were practically tripping over themselves to work with him. Now he's looking at projects where the catering budget might involve a food truck and some folding chairs. And here's the kicker. Clooney doesn't think this fallout is his fault. He's reportedly blaming the studios, claiming they're unfairly punishing him for his political views. But if you ask the studios, they'll tell you it's not politics, it's the public. After all, audiences are the ones buying tickets or streaming subscriptions, and when they're not happy, everyone feels it. The parallels between Clooney and De Niro's current situations are hard to ignore. Both are titans of Hollywood now struggling to maintain their footing as the tides turn against them.
I hate bullies, thugs who use their strength to push other people around. They think they can achieve power and hang on to it by intimidating others. Sadly, sometimes it works, but most of the time it doesn't. And now we have Trump. He's all that, about intimidation, retribution. He's going to prosecute. He's going to send you to jail for having an abortion. He's going to take your Medicare and Social Security away. He's going to deport you. He's going to send the military after you if you defy him. You know what this shit works on? The MAGA politicians who are afraid of losing their power. They're so afraid of him, he's got them kissing his ass. And now they're trying to intimidate us.
Clooney, ever the optimist, or perhaps just in denial, is said to be holding out hope that his upcoming film Wolves will reverse his fortunes. But even that project is under scrutiny, with some insiders whispering that it might be his last big-budget hurrah. The bigger picture here is clear. Hollywood is undergoing a seismic shift. Audiences are no longer content to separate the art from the artist, especially when the artist is embroiled in controversy. The days when a star could weather a storm with a few well-placed interviews and a good PR team seem to be fading. Now the public is demanding accountability, and not just for past actions, but for ongoing behavior. For Clooney, the road ahead looks rocky. Sure, there's always a chance for redemption. Hollywood loves a comeback story after all. But for now, it seems like his career is in its indie film phase, the cinematic equivalent of a band playing small venues after their stadium days are over. He's reportedly struggling to adapt to this new reality, and who can blame him? Going from the king of the red carpet to the guy hoping for a streaming deal is a tough pill to swallow. Meanwhile, Hollywood itself is under fire. The backlash against Clooney, Roberts, and even De Niro is a symptom of a larger reckoning. The audience isn't just calling for better movies, they're calling for better behavior. And while some stars are stepping up to the plate, others seem to be stuck in the blame game, pointing fingers at everyone but themselves. Ultimately, Clooney's saga is a lesson in how quickly the Hollywood tide can turn. One day, you're the toast of the town. The next, you're scrambling for crumbs. Whether he manages to stage a comeback or becomes a cautionary tale for future stars. One thing's for sure, the Hollywood bubble isn't as impenetrable as it once seemed. As for Clooney, let's hope his next act is a little less drama and a lot more applause. After all, even the best actors need a strong second act. If you guys liked today's video, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.